and welcome to the second devlog of Phased.io. I'm Brian Best, the CTO of Phased.io.
Colin.
And it's been a while since we last had an update, so we're going to go through basically what we've been up to for the past 2 weeks or so. So Colin, take it away from the business perspective.
All right. Business-wise, we're coming to the end of our first quarter, and we really want to close in on our customers that we're going to be getting. Right now, we've been approaching CBU, and we're in discussions with Saint Effects, but we're trying to close that out for the end of March. As far as development, I told you the other week I was going to go to front-end development, and it was going good. And I started doing a project to encompass everything I was learning and kind of really building out a website and getting into some design stuff. This week, I'm going to be trying to get into more JavaScript stuff through lynda.com and a little bit of jQuery through Code School, and then eventually tackling a framework for a JavaScript framework of Angular.
So 2 weeks ago, we also met near the end of the week about what Phase was supposed to be like. We've got this huge risk assessment form side of things, which has been built out and works pretty well. But we didn't really know if that was what Phase was supposed to be. So me and Colin, we sat at his house for a good long while. Anyways,
7 hours or so, yeah.
Long time. We looked at a couple other programs out there, stuff that's used in the aviation industry as well as some other places. And we really tried to hone in on what succession management was going to be. This was compounded by some other things we've been working on in terms of the new UI and what we wanted to make. We had a meeting with CBU last Friday or the Friday prior, and we really came up with some more unique ideas that would fit in with the succession management side of things. So we have, hi AJ. Hi. So the way we've come up with now is each version of Phase, or Phase for each company, will have these objects that you can create. And an object will have different attributes you can attach to it, be it a document storage, could be forms, could be just contacts, information, that kind of thing. And admins will be able to fill out information based upon like what they need for this specific workflow. Once someone fills that out, then there can be a notification center that sends emails to people that need to be notified of what's been changed, or it can just go into an archive after that. So our goal now is to kind of build out what we've been dreaming of in terms of this product and the way it's supposed to work. But since then, in terms of what the development has basically progressed, is we've worked a lot on the infrastructure side of things. So Mongo, our database is no longer being pulled in from a secondary.
Just keep going. We got a screen going blank. Should we start it over?
No.
Keep going.
It's pretty cool. So it used to be held on a separate site called compose.io, which held our database. It's now being brought in internally. So the application actually runs on a DigitalOcean server that is only owned by us, and so that should speed things up as things go forward.
Yeah, and we're trying to finalize some stuff with a pilot agreement. So when we go to these schools and we say, hey, do you want to come do the app? And like they say yeah or whatever, looks cool. There's actually this formal process where like we need to like sign them on and make sure that they're understanding that this is a pilot. We're very young, and that encompasses like a terms of service and a confidentiality thing and permission to pass server information to the US and like just a bunch of legal stuff all packaged together, which has been super fun. And still working on that. And the guys over at Samson McDougall are doing the research, and I actually got to check back with them this week. Yeah.
So we've got some goals for this week to set out in terms of Colin's going to reach out to Samson McDougall, work on the pilot agreement, and make that stuff happen. I'm going to be working on basically the new idea, proof of concept for these objects that we're going to start creating for Phase.io, and then we're going to start testing them on people and seeing how they actually enjoy them. So, yeah.
Did we review what Phase.io was, the review thing, or We kind of touched on it.
We kind of touched on it a little bit. If you want.
So, just I'm going to mention it briefly. Before you've maybe seen my Facebook or whatever, and I've been saying this big student union management thing. It's really been fine-tuned to like succession planning, but we feel that if we go for the universities in this environment where they're changing roles every single year, they might be able to get some long-term planning. So usually president goes in, they do their thing for 8 months, they leave, then new guy comes in. It's almost like they start from scratch. So that's where we're really trying to...
The universities and college systems, they both have a built-in rollover. Like, we know every single year they're going to have rollover that requires a lot of transition management. Colin and I also both come from the student union kind of background. He served as president of the Schwartz
Business
Society, and I served as the chair of the Sheridan College Student Union. So,
cool.
Yeah, that's where we're at right now. But we know this company is kind of meant for everybody, really. So
it's shaping.
Yeah.
Just cool. If anybody wants to get involved, show any support, give us money, or anything really in between the lines of getting involved.
We have an email list too.
Yeah.
Sign up for our newsletter at phase.io.
Yeah, we're going to going on, man. Hey there. We're done. Peace out, everybody.
Stop sharing that video.